Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel, to our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strike save lives and prevent the further loss of life. Yes, we are all about saving lives, and this channel, we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, aid criminals, their beneficiaries, their supporters, their financiers with a passion, and we do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscription, your likes, or comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, I want you to look at your thumbnail right now on your LCD on your phone, and you say who's in trouble with Uncle Sam for extortion and transmitting pornographic images to a US child, a US citizen. Yes, so one of these politician, PMP LGBTQ plus politician, based on the information received and obtained, it is alleged that the pornographic messages that was sent to the child was done by one of these persons right here, one of these members of the PMP LGBTQ plus party. And Phillip Paulwell, he can do so many things, but right now, them have him depressed right where they want him. But we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we know that the Jamaican people is with him. So all he has to do is speak up and stop listening to all the criminals within the party, talking about exposing the party. It's going to be ruin the party. If you want to change the country of criminality, this is your chance to expose the people. You cannot wait until for the US for Uncle Sam to extradite all of these people who are involved in this crime against you. And we have been telling the people that the PMP LGBTQ plus party is a criminal organization. So you're going to hear for yourself. So last week when we had released, some information and, with the thumbnail with, Angela Brown Burke, Dayton Campbell, Phillip, Peter Bunting, Mark Golin and the likes. First thing them say, you just speculate because you don't like the PMP and them thing. And it's not a like. It's just the truth. It just tell the truth, and that's how it is. So always remember this, He who have an open mind and can think critically will always be able to decipher the information that they receive and know that the author or the person who are the messenger, whether the messenger is honest or a dishonest person. So we want you to listen to this PMP LGBTQ plus comrade who has been a PMP operative for all of her life. And you're going to hear some damning thing about this kidnapping thing about with Phillip Paulwell, baby mother and child, and the people who are involved. And you're going to hear about Angela Brown Burke and and her husband, allegedly Paul Burke. Their bank account has been seized in England by the FBI. And we told you that last week. The only thing, we didn't call any names. But now she's, because she's close to the inner circle of the PMP, and she's telling the Jamaican people, because she's trying to save the Jamaican people from these criminal-minded people. You have to understand, those of us who are whole enough, remember that, when you're talking about criminal mind person, that is Paul Burke. You understand? So, so during the war, I have to even release even this thing, so this war thing out in East Kingston. I know Danai Williams had to run away because Portia Simpson came at him, with the police force first. I am telling you, it was a big war with, allegedly by Angela Brown Burke's father, the late Tony Brown, one of Jamaica's most wanted men. And you're going to hear it for yourself because this is our family member, you know. So the plot's ticking. You know, yesterday, Friday in Jamaica, you know that a person of interest was, you know, arrested and taken off a plane at the Norman Manley International Airport, and that person is related to Angela Brown Burke. Paul Burke. From I've been growing up, I never heard anything good about this man. This man is one of the most corrupted person ever. And Phillip Paulwell is getting the chance now to save Jamaica from all of this criminal activity by this political party for years, to change it, because we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we have experienced the destruction that they have brought to my community where I was born. And all they had to do was just bring the book, don't bring any guns. And that's all they brought was guns. And guns are destructive, and that's where we are now. So Phillip Paulwell can be the history maker right now by exposing these people. Just come out and give an interview. Not even just a press conference, and tell the Jamaican people where the investigation is at, because you have the information. And we cannot, it's better to hear it from you. Although we're releasing it to the public, but you would be the best messenger. So we want all of our loyal viewers and subscribers and Patreon members to listen to this lady giving us nothing but truth about these people within the PNP LGBTQ plus party. When we could have bad blood, we not stop because we want the change for Jamaica. We're tired of the criminality.
Comrades, good night. I just put a post out by Facebook, and as I put out the post, I realized that will not do. That alone will not do. You need to hear my voice in this. So I want to help you with some things, because many of you must have surmised by now that I can get intelligence from US intelligence agencies. I can. And I want to take you back to the beginning of Paulwell's problems. And Paulwell's problems, the beginning is 26 years ago, ever since he became Member of Parliament, and maybe about 20 years ago when he started moving away from Angela Brown Burke and Paul Burke and establishing himself as his own man, which I don't even believe that he has yet. Angela Brown Burke has long sought after East Kingston and Port Royal. This is the seat of her ambitions and her dreams. She didn't want Southwest St. Andrew. She was afraid of the idea of Southwest St. Andrew. So much so that she was a part of the team, along with Portia, who was trying to convince Paulwell to take South St. Andrew and give her East Kingston. She was riding for that. And Paulwell and Portia was riding for that, because Portia didn't want Angela Brown Burke in her seat. Portia was clear about that on numerous occasions if the officers of the party should speak the truth. Portia was clear. Every time her name come up, Portia said, "No, sir, no Angela down there. No Angela no make constituency. Nah. She was clear. It was Paulwell who had to engineer the whole thing for Portia to agree for Angela to go. Paulwell had to engineer it. And Paulwell engineered it because his people in East Kingston and Port Royal made it clear to him that they want him to stay. They don't want her. Nobody wanted her in East Kingston and Port Royal. And from that day forward, she ramped up her antagonism with Paulwell. And it has come to this now. It has come to the disappearance of Paulwell's baby. It has come to the fact that the US intelligence is deeply involved in what is happening down here. Not only because Paulwell's first baby mother number one, as we like to refer to her, is also a federal agent. And I can tell you she works for the DEA, which is a drug enforcement agency. That's the agency she works for. Paulwell's baby mother number 1. And being a federal agent, I said in my first voice note about this matter, is that she cannot lie about anything regarding the disappearance of this whore that said that it's Paulwell baby that she have, and Paulwell have to now claim the baby and own the baby. Now, I am not ruling out the fact that she might still be a person of interest, and she might very well still be on the radar of the police, because in a matter like this, when a person is missing for 8 days, the obvious suspects are the husband, boyfriend, man, boyfriend, or the husband, woman, ex-woman, wife, whatever it is, but these people are the usual suspects. And suffice to say, more than one occasions, 99% of the time, it is always one of them. Always. But I am confident in myself, confident, that Phillip Paulwell couldn't harm him baby and the whore who claimed that this baby is his. Him couldn't. Phillip Paulwell can't even kill a chicken for him Christmas dinner. That's how much of a kind of a naive and coward Phillip Paulwell is. Phillip Paulwell, I don't even know if him kill fly. But him couldn't kill a chicken to save him life on Christmas Day. In the first instance when we're told that Paulwell's phone was cloned, Angela Burke is a person that cloned Paulwell's phone. Paulwell's investigation produced that result, and Paulwell in return reported the matter to the FBI, to the police and to the FBI. Why? Because this is international crime. This is not a crime that only the Jamaican police can handle. Because Paulwell is a public figure. And being a public figure and a former minister of government who still has access to some places, if his phone is cloned, the FBI would be interested, whether anybody call them yes or no. They would be interested, because that's what the FBI does. Be interested in things. The FBI interviewed Paulwell. And anybody who knows how the FBI operate, when the FBI sit you down to ask questions, these are questions that they already have the answers to. The asking you of the questions is to see if you're going to lie, or to see if you could add anything to whatever they know, or take away anything to whatever they know. That is the reason why they ask you questions. FBI don't ask questions that they don't already know the answers to. Trust me on that. So Paulwell reported the matter of the cloning of his phone. The FBI got involved, and then the FBI sat down with Paulwell to interview him about the phone. And in interviewing about the phone and talking about the demand for the $50,000 US, the FBI informed Paulwell that the account number that was submitted to him for this $50,000 demand for his phone was an account that belongs to Paul Burke and Angela Brown Burke. The FBI informed Paulwell of that this bank account that they say you must put this $50,000 US in is Paul Burke and Angela Brown Burke's bank account. The FBI tell Paulwell that Paulwell know that Paulwell have that information. Mark Golden knows, and he has this information. Mark Golden knows, and he has the information. A couple other people know. I would go as far as saying that even PG himself probably know as a former prime minister. I would imagine that the Minister of National Security in Jamaica also knows, or he has been given a brief. I would imagine that. I'm not saying right off the bat that he knows, but I would imagine that FBI would give him a brief as well, or his staff would get a brief, on that matter. The pictures that was being sent to Paulwell's 8-year-old daughter came from that phone. So it goes without saying that Angela Brown Burke is the one sending those pictures. The pictures. Now, mind you, I'm not joining the two things, the disappearance of baby mother number 2 and what Angela doing. But it was the beginning of everything. I don't get to the meat of the matter where I can join the two things and make it into one. But I get in there. I promise you, the information is slow, and sometimes these people work slow in terms of sharing, you know. But Paulwell phone with that picture and all of that was sent to the baby. They are baby mother number one, and the baby saw them. That was Angela Burke's doing. All of that was her doing. The police reported yesterday that they took off a person of interest off of the plane. Now, at first, there was a rumor that the person that they took off the plane was baby mother number one, who is the federal agent, was leaving the country. Now, I said to those who was saying that, stop that. Not Augusta, that can't be true. Now, why did I say it can't be true? It can't be true because she has been here. She has been here since the whole saga. The police must have questioned her more than once and have her and maybe informed her not to leave the country or something. So it is just not a logical thing to say that she attempted to leave the country and then hold her off at the airport. That is not a logical argument because she has been here. And if she has been here, then we must assume that the police question her, and we must assume that they say to her, do not move. We're not finished with you yet. She's a federal agent. So there's hardly much the police in Jamaica can do unless them have some hard and fast facts about she being involved at any high rate about the disappearance of this woman and the baby. Right? But international exchange of information and intelligence and all of that is kind of funny and fuzzy in some respects. Right? But I concluded that it wasn't she. Lo and behold, we understand today that the person of interest is a relative of Angela Burke. And that person might very well have been involved in the cloning of the phone and the information gathering and sending out of information on Paulwell phone. Now, Jamaican village lawyers them across the country would have been sitting down and trying to figure out the thing long time ago. We know that you have been doing that, all of you village lawyers out there. We know. You know what the hurtful thing is about all of this? Mark Golding knows. Mark Jefferson Golding, the president of the People's National Party, he knows. And he has Angela Burke chairing PMP conference while the FBI have her under investigation. Come on, PMP people. Come on. What's the matter with Uno? Mark Golding, the leader, Uno just basically make leader for life. I don't want to make light of that. Uno give a constitutional right to stay in power for whatever length of time he wants to stay in power, because that is how we're going to read it, no matter what Uno think. Him have the chairman of the party, Angela Burke, chairing party conference, a national, regional, international event, while she's under active investigation from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Mark Golding knows. And him, Mark Golding, that dirty, nasty, raw white man, that traitor, that Judas, that son of a slave owner, have the audacity to tell a PMP MP of 26 years, say he mustn't come to PMP conference. Wonderful, PMP people, wonderful, not listen to me. Mark Golding, the president of the People's National Party, told Phillip, former minister of government, former vice president of the PMP, former regional chairman for Region 3, former chairman of the party, a man that has done so much for the PMP. Mark Golding, this little piece of shit, this little piece of white, stinking, dirty shit, telling PMP MP that he mustn't come to PMP conference. This man who vote for Delroy Chuck every election. I tell Phillip Paulwell not to come to conference while him have Angela Burke at chair conference. Wanna tell me, PMP people? Wanna tell me? And Paulwell, such a coward, afraid to talk these things, afraid to come out and tell the country what the situation is, so the country can understand that this is the situation, this is where I'm feeling, this is where I'm under. Because you have some people around him that tell him about, boy, the party, and the party, them love do that. Is them favorite phrase. When it suits them, is their favorite phrase that he should suffer and he should die and he should be under stress and distress and embarrassment because the party, you know, the party is bigger than all of us and it's the party. So Paulwell, between two minds, sitting up in his yard, depressed and sad and afraid to talk about these things. And me I call him out from yesterday, I tell him, say, him for come talk. Him for come tell the country, him have an obligation to tell the country what happened with him phone, who cloned him phone, did he report it to the police, did the police interview him, did the FBI interview him, did he have a discussion with the him need to come out and say it and do him, nobody tell him about the party. The party don't exist on Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell, Angela Bromberg and the few Rise United people the man have around there. That's it. Nobody else in there is feeling a part of the People's National Party as they should. Not the MPs, not the authentic PMP, not PMP people who have bled and struggled and walked them case off and sacrificed for this party. Not them. Them not a part of this. This is just Mark and him few people. Because Mark invests some money in the PMP and he will get back in returns that time now. Let it go till him get back in returns or until the PMP delegates them decide that they have had enough. I am not bigging up myself in big support for Paulwell. Because some part of me, there's a part of me that just said, what the ras is wrong with this man? He has been warned many times to stay away from these people. Stop being in there. Stop trying to work things out. Stop trying to bring the party together. He has been warned. Him not stop. I'm a PMP. Him not stop trying to see if him can get it together. We wish sometime that he might just stop. Because these people are not good. These people will do anything to hold on to power. It is their power that they are more interested in than anything else. Not the party, just the power that the party gives them. So Phillip Paulwell, if you should receive this voice note, you have to come out, man. You have to come out. Yes, you know I can access information and I will put out what I can. I can't say everything. You know, but you are the victim, boss. You should come out, and you have been a minister of government, you have been a fixture in this country for 26 years. You need to come out and tell the country. Tell the country what happened. The country have a right to know. It is the country who will decide who leads them in the next general elections or the next local government election. It is the country, the people who vote. One of the mistakes that politicians continuously make is that they believe that as politicians, their lives are private. Your lives are not private. You're a public servant. There's nothing in your life that is private. Not a thing. There are private matters. Yes. There are some matters you would like to keep private. But if the public get a hold of it, it's not private anymore. The public has a right to know what's happening in this. You can't stay up in your yard in depression, constantly in depression. You can't. And I know that Lisa Hannah and some people would not want me to say this, but I understand that when Paulwell up there on Monday in his depressive state and saddened state and answering no phone calls, not answering his gate, not answering nobody, I understand that Lisa Renee Shanti Hannah went up to Paulwell's house, drive up to him house, went inside, tidy up house, make soup for Paulwell, look after him, change round furniture. I understand that Lisa was up there going on with all kind of things. And when she done do all of that, she ordered food and called up some people, some former MPs, senators to call up Damian Crawford and call up some other people and tell them, say, want to come show some support to a brother. And they all went up and lifted him up a little higher. I'm sorry, people, but these things the public must know. No, you can't keep these things quiet. The public must know that Lisa Anna went up to Paulwell house, go cook soup for him, and rearrange him furniture. It bring tears to my eyes when I heard, I'm telling you. And invite up some other people, Wickham and Damian and some other people, and them jam with him till midnight or thereafter. And he felt better. And that is how comrades gather around comrades. And this piece of shit that Uno Avakar, leader of the PMP, I tell Paulwell, say, you come a PMP conference. Well, I'm not telling her. If this is it, I'm telling her there's no comeback for the PMP. None. And the Jamaican people is going to hear everything. And I promise you already that I'm going to make the Jamaican people know everything. So that when they go to the polls, they know what they should do. I'm angry. I know this come across as angry and agitated. I'm sorry. But I am angry. I'm very angry because I've been holding this from yesterday and Paulwell need to come out. I'm very angry about it. Very, very angry. But anger doesn't solve anything. It doesn't. If I shout too much of some of you, I apologize. As for the nasty things that I call the leader of the PMP, I don't take them back. I mean every single word of it. Thank you for listening to my rant. But for those of you who care about this party and this country, say a prayer for Comrade Paulwell and put it on social media. Put it on WhatsApp, put it on X, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram. Say a prayer for Phillip Paulwell and put it on social media. I am asking you all to start a prayer train. A prayer chain, yeah. It's because I never do one of those, yes, that's why it's confusing me. Start a prayer chain and put it on social media in support of Phillip Paulwell. And we can watch what Mark Golding going to do tomorrow to have Angela Burke chairing the PMP annual public session conference while the FBI is looking into her activity. Let us watch and see. Thank you for listening to my rant. God bless you all. Stay safe and keep the kids safe, all right?
Yeah, so one of my loyal viewers and subscribers contacted me and asking me why the other YouTubers haven't mentioned anything about this. Well, let me tell you this, and let me just spill it out easy to you. As the questions that you guys have asked. One is either the YouTubers or they don't want to expose this case of internal corruption and criminality by the PMP LGBTQ plus party. As some of them, I know a few of them who are sympathetic to the PMP LGBTQ plus party because I know them for decades. Not gonna call any name. Others just avoid the topic because of views. Because you have to understand, the PMP LGBTQ plus viewers on YouTube, they are very aggressive, when they're telling you, attacking you as a YouTuber. So most people, they have their channel and they care about views. They don't care about truth or anything like that. But we are the Jamaica Young Police channel. We care zero about views. Yes, because if it's all about views, we would be way up there because we would not have to block over 400 people. Yes, we have to block them over 400 people and maybe even more. You understand? And if you want to see the list, you can request it and we just screenshot it and send it to you. Over 400 people we have blocked on our YouTube channels because these are PMP LGBTQ plus activists and supporters who are men babies and Sims. You understand? So we know what is happening right now with Angela Burke and her husband. Finally, Paul Burke, of all these for over 5 decades, because this is the man who's responsible for taking George Flash and Tony Brown to Cuba. So it's a long time that this man is involved in criminality in Jamaica. And this is the first time that it seems that the law is going to catch up with him. Hopefully. But it's not going to be in Jamaica. Because we don't want Jamaica to deal with these people. Because you know that the judges in Jamaica, they are all majority of them are PMP, LGBTQ plus sympathizers. Because some of them, I don't know how them love this handout thing and this licky behavior. You understand? But we just wish Phillip all the best and hope Phillip will just come out and address the nation and tell the Jamaican people to expose all these people. You know, comrades, you allow Massa Mark to take away your brains. Phillip Paulwell is more PMP LGBTQ plus politician than he's a more PMP LGBTQ plus politician than all of these miscreants. And look what they have done. This white man is telling the black man not to come to the conference. Can you believe that? And this man has been in the party longer than him, when this man is a Labour right turned PMP. And these, you want to say I'll even the ugly one with him licky self, because he's been paid by Massa Mark. You understand? But don't worry, man. Time is the master. We pray for the safe return of this woman and her baby. And some people are saying the reason why they have done it is because they want to keep him away from the conference, so that he cannot challenge Mark Golan, which is wrong. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we have always supporting Phillip Paulwell, although he's in a criminal organization with the PMP LGBTQ+, but he can change it. Do not listen to them telling you about you're going to damage a party. It's not the party. You have to save Jamaica from these people. We're tired of the criminality. We're begging you to speak up. Stop. Let this loyal to the party when criminals are destroying it. You have the chance now to correct everything. Portia Simpson Miller did not like these people because she knew that they are dangerous people. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.